Check it out. So why did Christian Dior hire me as their photographer? Today, I'm going to break down how I got discovered by one of the biggest fashion labels in the world. I'll also discuss the importance of a personal brand and why Dior has hired me as their photographer for over 3 years now. So get ready to take some notes as I'm going to be dropping a lot of value in today's episode that can help change your career. If this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome. My name is Rush. I've been a full-time photographer and videographer for over a decade now, where I've been fortunate to work with the likes of Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, Nike, and of course, Dior. My focus on this channel is building a community of creatives with the mindset of athletes. So if that sounds like something that you're into, you know what to do. Press subscribe and come and join me on this journey, and hey, we'll have some fun. Now I'm going to start the episode off with a quote, because your boy Rush, he loves these quotes. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your communication. Now I'm going to say that one more time because this quote is important. Take a screenshot or write it down if you have to. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your communication. I'm going to break down this quote as we go through the episode, as this is a very, very crucial element to being a creative and a business owner that I feel isn't touched on enough. All right, get comfortable and let's get into it. So how did I initially get a job with Dior as their photographer? Let's break it down. I always find it interesting how opportunities come about for creatives. So I want to share this experience so it can help inspire you. What's funny is that I'm not a fashion photographer and I don't put any fashion related content on my social media or website. So I never thought in a million years that a brand like Dior would reach out to me. But hey, don't get me wrong. I'm extremely happy to have them as a client, but once I break down the kind of work that I do, you'll understand why I wasn't expecting this opportunity. I have a video production company where I specialize in creating athletic content inspired by hip hop. And my photography work is relatively the same niche, but I focus more so on taking portraits. The brands that I target are the likes of Nike, the NBA, or any company or brand essentially that is interested in storytelling with athletes. This has been my niche since 2016. One area that I focus on both with video and photography is shooting film. In the photography space, I shoot a lot of 35mm film and Polaroid film. Shooting with Polaroid film has been a focus of mine for over 10 years now, as I love the look and feel of Polaroids. Another big reason is not that many people use Polaroids, which means the market isn't saturated and it can make my work stand out and give my brand that extra point of difference. As you can see here, I'm not just shooting on a standard Polaroid camera. I'm using a Polaroid land camera that was made in 1965. This bad boy here takes the most beautiful pictures that creates a timeless and vintage feeling, which I absolutely love. Now, this is where Dior comes into play. In 2021, Dior was putting together a campaign that had a vintage theme and they wanted to incorporate Polaroids. So this is where your boy got the call. Now, I'm not sure if I was recommended to Dior or if my work just happened to come up on Google when they were searching for Polaroid photographers. However, I had a very strong portfolio of Polaroid photography on my website and Instagram, which Dior mentioned they were a huge fan of in their initial email. So this brings me to my next point, the importance of having a powerful personal brand. Now, this is where we can go back to the quote from the beginning of the video. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your communication. A personal brand is built on having clear and effective communication online so people can build trust with you. For me, I would put trust at the top of my list for when it comes to being a photographer and videographer. This is hands down more important than your talent when it comes to being a creative, particularly in the business arena. And it's taken me a number of years to figure this out. So that's why I want to help you understand this concept today. For example, let's look at how Christian Dior would have hired me as their photographer. First step, they need a photographer who shoots Polaroids. The hunt begins, and Dior found me either via Google or word of mouth. So the first thing they are going to do is go to my website and Instagram. They will no doubt have a look at my portfolio and see if it's the look and feel that they're wanting for their campaign. Then the most important element, Dior will research, who is this Rush guy? What does he look like? What's his vibe? Is he professional? Can we trust this guy? Is he someone we want associated with the Dior brand? This will determine if I get the job or not. Let's just say Dior is deciding between myself and another photographer. We both have the same standard of photography work. So who do you think they're going to choose? I can guarantee a lot of the time, this is when it comes down to your personal brand and how well you've communicated on your website and social media pages. This is where you show off your personality, prove that you're a good person, and build enough trust through photos, videos, and text. And I promise you, this is going to seal the deal. As an example, I hire a lot of creatives for my video production company, and majority of the time, I will hire people based off personality rather than skill set. When I'm looking for a photographer or a videographer, the first thing that I'm doing when I'm scrolling on their website or social media page is looking for photos or videos of the creator. I want to know, who am I dealing with? And will I enjoy working with this person when we're on set and in high pressure situations? After I've sussed them out, then I'll go and look at their portfolio. Because let's face it, no one wants to work with a dickhead. I could be the best photographer that Dior has ever hired in terms of technical skills, but if I'm an absolute nightmare to deal with on set, I can guarantee I'm never going to be getting a phone call from them again. All right, guys, just a quick one to tell you about my Rush Lightroom presets. I've used these presets on international projects for the likes of Nike and the NBA, so you know I'm not playing no games here. If you want your photos to look more cinematic, this is going to do the trick. I've got a link in the video description below, or you can visit my website, itsjamesrush.com. So how have I maintained a client like Dior for over 3 years now? In the creative industry, there's a common belief that artistic skill alone will get you bigger opportunities, make you more money, and bring in consistent work. And look, don't get me wrong, yes, talent will get you opportunities, but once you get clients, and in particular a big brand like Christian Dior, how do you keep them for a long period of time? I put this down to some basic but often ignored fundamentals that a lot of creatives don't consider. Many of my clients have hired me for numerous years due to these reasons. I respond quickly to emails. I'm more than happy to get on the phone to make sure communication is crystal clear. I maintain a professional appearance. Now, this one's important. I arrive on time, if not early, to shoots. I'm always smiling, bringing a positive energy, and I'm approachable at jobs. I put my ego to the side, and this is another important one. I deliver the final product on or before the deadline. I've been a full-time creative now for over 15 years, and there's absolutely no doubt about it that the keys to my success boils down to communication. So if you apply some of these fundamentals that I've talked about in today's video, I can promise you're going to see your business thrive. If you've made it this far in the video, hey, I appreciate you. Drop a comment, show your boy some love, and I'm going to see you in the next episode. Peace.